folks. How are we doing tonight? We are very late tonight. Had some confusion in the backgrounds. We're about an hour behind, but we're good. We're right, guys. We're good.
Yeah.
Toss, Jamie, how we doing?
Doing good.
I'm doing good too. I'm ready to get this ball rolling. Just missing Jeremy. You're late.
I'm not sure what's going on with Jeremy. I haven't seen him all week, so hopefully he's doing okay. I don't know any information, so I'm not going to debate or think about it. But his team did play the Birmingham Stallions this weekend, and man, haven't seen it all year. We talked about it. It's like a different vibe for playoffs, like all season they throw the ball, touchdowns. We get into playoff time, it's run the ball down your fucking throat for 4 touchdowns. Unbelievable.
That's what Michigan does. That's their bread and that was their bread and butter last year too in the playoffs in the regular season. Nolan does that, play good defense and just pound it at teams, and it worked. And it's hard to defend when you get it going.
Right.
Well, I'm just glad we're gonna see something different for once. No 4-peat. We finally see a new face or 2 new faces in a championship. Shout out to the Michigan Panthers dethroning those ponies or those horsies, those stallions.
Yeah, I also think you could tell that Birmingham was gassed afterwards. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the opposition. It was awesome to watch. I was tickled pink, man.
I think the rumor or the hoax about they're gonna disband the Stallions or relocate them freaked everybody out. They're like, oh well, we got to end this now.
Yeah, I think all their luck finally ran out too.
It got to a point I'm like, these motherfuckers are gonna, and then out of nowhere, they just pulled it off. Which I barely watched that game. I kind of watched the majority of the other game, but I did enjoy what I saw of this one.
I did not have TV at my camp, so I did not get a chance to watch it. Yeah, I took a couple days, guys. I went out my camp and just kind of refocused. You know what I mean? I did look at it on paper or on my phone. I get that the new paper look, right? But yeah, it just seemed like it was different playoff football. Running the ground game, it wasn't all Bryce Perkins. It was who's the running back?
Colburn.
Teua. How do you say that one?
Toatawa.
Yeah, so you guys got to see a little bit of it. Anything catch your eye? Because, like I said, obviously in that stats, I did not get a chance to see it.
I thought that maybe the Defenders Hawks game was going to be closer than what we got. They won 2-possession game.
Yeah.
Or 3-possession game, actually. 36-18. No, Defenders in the Battlehawks. It was a 3-possession game, 36-18.
The Defenders just came out and said they were going to punch him in the mouth right from the start, and they did, and they just never took their foot off the gas.
And well, now they earned themselves another trip back, because isn't the title game in St. Louis?
Yeah.
So they get another back-to-back weekends in St. Louis or the Lou or STL, whatever you want to call them, and then you can throw the Panthers too. I wonder which fan base is going to bring the most.
Do you see?
Or they'll get a beer snake going in the dome.
I was saying that. That'd be cool.
I wonder if they had one going on over there.
They're
For
both them away, aren't they? 6 hours? They're about 6 hours each, right? Driving.
I don't know. I'll have to look at Google Maps for that.
What do you think? What I think is cool too. It's a battle of 2 7-4 teams competing for the title, or 6-4, or whatever, in the regular season. But now they're both 7-4,
6-4. Well, maybe they didn't update it. They only kept their regular season.
No, I think they count it when you in the playoffs too. So they're both 7-4 now.
They're 7-4, but ESPN didn't update it. ESPN still has them at 6-4, both of them.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, that'll get people excited if you do watch it. You don't, after this is over, you don't have to wait too damn long to see football on TV again, because after the UFL Championship, it'll be 7 weeks until the first preseason game, the Hall of Fame game. And for the first time ever, they're going to play an NFL football game in July, because the Hall of Fame game is Thursday, July 31st with the Chargers and the Lions.
Yep.
Who is going in the Hall of Fame this year?
I know Sterling Sharp got in finally.
Yeah.
I know Drew Brees will be eligible next year, but let's all right, I got it right here. Eric, as of right now, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and Sterling Sharp. They're only doing 4. They're not. Remember they used to do like 7 or 8. Right now they only have 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they cutting down?
I have no idea. I'm confused. Usually there's like 6.
I thought there was like 8 or 9. Now they're cutting back. Now this says they're only inducting 4 this year.
I'm trying to find how long it takes to get from there to there. They're telling me flying 2 hours.
I wonder what Eric Allen's going to go in the Hall of Fame as, because remember, he played for the Eagles, the Saints, and the Raiders, but he's probably going in as the Eagle because that's who he played with the longest.
Wait, I'm sorry, Mark. We have Sterling Sharp. We have who else?
Eric Allen, Jared Allen, and Antonio Gates. I'm seeing what is Eric Allen going to go in as? Probably an Eagle. He played with them the longest, but remember, he also played for the Saints and he also played for the Raiders. Jared Allen played for the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Bears, and the Panthers, but I guarantee you he's going to go in as a Viking.
Yeah, I was going to say Jared Allen definitely going to go in as a Viking. That is my guess. Because I'd feel weird if he said Chiefs.
Antonio Gates only played for one team. He played for the Chargers. Yeah. So that was no surprise there. And then Sharp was with the Packers.
And with the Packers, they broke his neck.
Yeah. So,
dude, Sterling Sharp, I always question, when is he going to get in?
I guarantee you Eric Allen's going in as an Eagle. That's who he played with the longest.
That would be my guess. Rick, how are you tonight, buddy?
Hi, Rick.
What's up, Rick?
Jamie, did you write about this yet? Did you write about the Hall of Fame inductees yet, or didn't you get there yet?
I've done it in the past, but I haven't yet this year.
Well, I know Eric Allen recorded 54 interceptions, ranking him as one of the top standout cornerbacks, and he was a 6-time Pro Bowler. And then
next year's class is going to be interesting because, Mark, you got. Are they going to let 2 quarterbacks get in?
They're going to probably induct Drew Brees before what is it, Eli or Peyton?
You're telling me Ben Roethlisberger's not a first-time ballot?
Maybe they're not going to go in the same year. He'll be a first-round ballot, but
next year is his first year of eligibility.
Well, isn't well no Peyton wait, isn't Peyton already in?
Peyton and Eli are both in, I believe.
No, hold on. I have to
No,
check.
Peyton's
I
in, but
thought one
Eli's not in yet.
Eli should be eligible. I thought Eli would be eligible next year too.
Yeah.
Eli was not elected in his first ballot.
Well, he is eligible now. He retired in 2019. He is
Right.
eligible.
He didn't receive it. He missed it. So wait, Drew Brees is up next year? Oh, 2027. I'm sorry. Ben's. So Drew Brees will be next year, right?
Absolutely. I'm calling it now. I'll have a jersey ready. Let's see. Oh shit.
Marcus, I found a spot where you can design belts.
I know one too. That's where I got my LSU belt made. Undisputedbelts.com.
Trophy watch or something.
Trophy watch.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can get the name for that.
As of right now, the only two players that are showing eligible for three. I'm sorry, three players that are three legends. I'm going to say that are eligible for the Hall of Fame next year. But Drew Brees, Maurkice Pouncey, and Larry Fitzgerald. They're all three eligible for next year.
Okay.
Aaron Donald is also another one eligible.
Next year already?
They said Aaron Donald.
Aaron Rodgers is?
Oh no. That's a college football Hall of Fame.
I was going to say Aaron Donald just retired like 2 years ago.
Oh, Aaron Donald.
Now from Pittsburgh, he might be eligible.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. Hang on. I got to see y'all's faces when I say these. So, they got Drew Brees on the top of the list for eligibility in 2026. Maurkice Pouncey for the Steelers. Larry Fitzgerald, Geno Atkins, Stephen Gutowski, LaShawn McCoy, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, David DeCastro, and Todd Gurley are the top 10, and Greg Olsen and Mike Apatati are the top 12 eligible for next year. That's some fucking good legit names. Like, if I could put 5 on this list, I'd put Maurkice, Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, probably Jason Witten, and I might have to throw either Geno Atkins or Todd Gurley as another one.
I would go with the two tight ends, Witten and
I would go with David DeCastro, but obviously I'm Steeler biased, obviously.
David DeCastro's a beast.
Phillip Rivers will even be eligible next year. Phillip Rivers, Des Bryant, Sean Lee, Alfred
What has
Morris.
Phillip Rivers done?
Unless this is
besides have 18 million kids.
He's a Christian. That's why.
The one
Trophy Smack.
The one they got all the
write that down. Write down Trophy Smack.
The one they got all the way. The name they got all the way down at the bottom is Don Mulbach for the Lions. He's got one legend point. The one legend.
Write that name down. Trophy Smack.
One. Shockingly, Pouncey has the highest score. He's got 40 legend points. Drew Brees got 38. That's fucking insane.
So let's see. We'll have Maurkice Pouncey and David DeCastro have a chance next year to be in.
Before Big, I doubt they'd put them all in with Big Ben together.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Could you imagine James Harrison, Ben Roethlisberger, Hines Ward, David DeCastro, and Maurkice Pouncey?
Well, Palomalu's already in, right?
Yeah, Paloma. Yeah, he went in 2020.
What about Hines Ward?
And Hines Ward. Could you imagine seeing 6 Steelers in 2 years?
Terry Bradshaw would have to host the Hall of Fame if that happened.
Bring Rachel up on stage.
Dude, that'd be awesome. 6 Steelers inducted in one night. The place would be insane, dude.
As
It'd be
many
like
Super Bowls, 6 Steelers, 6 Super Bowl championships. Yeah, there you go. Six Steelers legends in the Hall of Fame, 6 Super Bowl titles.
Terry Bradshaw.
So what would you do there? Would you leave Gronk then and say, hey, why don't we put him in with Brady?
Maybe so.
Yeah, let's put the two cuties together.
Oh my god.
Man, no, him and fucking if Gronkowski is Hall of Fame eligible, if he can even spell Hall of Fame.
Him and Julian Edelman. No, not Julian Edelman.
No, I'd put fucking Brandon LaFell before Edelman.
Brandon LaFell. Wasn't he a Panther?
He started with Carolina, but he won a Super Bowl at New England. He scored the first touchdown in Super Bowl 49 against the Seahawks.
Yep, Brandon LaFell.
The former LSU Tiger, former Houston native.
Tom Brady did make some players out of no one.
He did.
Should we talk UFL, guys? Or
I got a topic on. Well, first I had a question for you. I don't even know if you checked my messages. I wanted to bring you on the go in the future. I want to do a type of debate, like name the greatest player that played for every team from NFL, MLB, and the NBA.
Oh, Marcus, you're not going to be there next Tuesday, huh?
Oh no, I'll be there next Tuesday, the 17th. No, I'm available.
Okay, so we are doing the top 10 quarterbacks of all time on Tuesday night.
Oh, count me in. I'm not fucking missing that. No way.
Everyone's, even my son's making a list, and he's like, from when I was born or
all time. No, even before you were born.
So,
That's gonna make me want to do. That's gonna even make me want to do top 10 pitchers, top 10 batters. I'm gonna change the game. Top 10 basketball players. Fuck, I'll do all that shit too.
We could do it. We could do one every week. That's fine. I mean, we're in off season, so we're in off season now. So
who's joining us Tuesday? That way, can make somebody happy.
I know Jamie joining us, I believe, right?
You already know.
Are we getting? Is Joe joining us?
He will once he's done with school. He said he would let me know.
He should be done with school by now.
Yeah, but he's busy grading tests and everything.
Well, we'll make that episode happen with Adam and I doing that debate. That's all we're gonna do is talk like that. But I got something I can talk about that's not UFL related. Here's my topic for the week to get overboard. Don't you hate when there is a classic movie we love so much, when you want a sequel that bad, it takes 30 to 40 years to make the fucking sequel?
Could you imagine being a Star Wars fan?
You got on, so you were kind of on that edge, because I saw on Twitter earlier today, they're after 30 fucking plus years, they're finally making a sequel to Spaceballs 2. I'm not interested in it.
I'll probably see it because I love the first one. That was one of the movies I could watch on repeat. Like,
yeah, but who are you going to replace John Candy with? You lucky you got Rick Moranis coming out of retirement, but the movie ain't gonna come out till 2027. But who are you going to replace John Candy with? That's the big question. He killed it. It took 30 years to make Happy Gilmore 2, which I'm gonna watch, but I'm not that hyped.
It's gonna be exactly it'll be 40 years on June 24th
of 2027.
2027, yeah.
As it came out. My favorite fucking scene ever.
Mel Brooks is coming back, obviously.
Yeah, Mel Brooks and Rick Moranis are coming out of retirement to play their characters again. But my best scene ever was the asshole scene. I still think that's the greatest scene ever.
Why didn't anyone tell me my ass was so
Keke
big?
Palmer's in the remake.
How many assholes are on this ship? Hey, I don't believe it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
I bet you she gives great helmet.
Keke Palmer.
Fucking lightsaber scene where it limps.
She's gone from suck to blow.
I'm gonna be when I'm done watching ECW One Night Stand 05, celebrating 20 years of that. I'm gonna go watch Spaceballs before I go to sleep now.
Dude, I like it when they're like in the video game and they're driving through the ears.
What's that thing? Well, we're not going light speed. We're going what's that fucking super fast?
Ludicrous speed. Stop this thing! We passed them. Oh god. And then he slides right into all the shit. Anyway. Oh shit, Spaceballs are back.
Spaceballs 2.
Oh man. When did they say they were making that? I didn't even see that.
2027 it's coming out.
I quoted the teaser trailer and I put Dr. Evil. How about no as a gif of how excited are you that they're making a sequel? I'm like, I hate when they take fucking decades to make the sequel of a. That's like if they go back and make Little Giants 2 right now, it would suck.
The kids of Giants 2. And yeah, like they tried to make that Sandlot too, and that was weird with the girls. I don't even know. Did anyone watch that movie?
They can't be as worse as those horrific American Pie spinoffs they make that involves a Stifler getting laid. Like American Pie, The Book of Love, American Pie Band Camp, whatever the fuck else they had.
American Pie Wedding was pretty good. That was a good one.
Well, that was the actual cast. I'm talking about the spin-off movies like Band Camp, The Book of Love, or the last one they made involved a girl Stifler. And they all had one thing in common. They all had Eugene Levi in the movie as always. Hang on. I'll tell you what else they had. Oh, they had American Pie, Naked Mile, Beta House, and Girls Rule. Girls Rule was fucking dog shit. Beta House was all right. Naked Mile was all right. Book of Love sucked. Bandcamp was actually pretty funny, but the original series were all good, and there were supposed to make one more where about Stifler's mom dying, and it was going to be American Funeral, and that was going to be the end of it.
Oh.
Well, actually, Eugene Levi didn't even pop in Girls Rule. That was the only one he never popped in. I watched it one time, and it sucked ass. But everything in 2020 sucked.
I can't believe them looking at Spaceballs too.
All it was a teaser trailer, like the words floating in space, like the beginning of every Star Wars movie. That's what the teaser was.
Dun, dun, dun. Really, they did the trailer like that again.
That's how they did the teaser trailer.
Was that? I think Spaceballs was the first spin-off movie ever made.
And cameo movie, kind of like how Scary Movie and all that, or Not Another Teen Movie.
But I think Spaceballs was the one that started it all.
Yeah, it was the first. But you're not gonna top off the first one. Look,
the kids love the blowtorch.
And I sent you the trailer.
Oh, on Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, Twitter. Now I don't know if y'all big on soccer, but in exactly 1 year at this time, FIFA will begin here in North America.
I want to go to a game so bad.
Me too. My only chance is in Houston because Houston is going to host some games.
But I want to see our team play, of course.
I'll watch any outside of US. Any other team I'd watch would be Brazil or Germany or Argentina. And
I would watch any of them. I'd like to see Ireland.
Just as of
I'm Irish. Did we even qualify?
Yeah, we did. Actually, all three hosts qualified. Us, Mexico, and Canada.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, why are they doing all three countries?
I don't know. It was originally America was supposed to be the host, but then they changed the game and they're like, let's let a whole continent host it. So
That's
3
weird.
countries, but they're going to play the championship game in America. I don't know.
They're playing at
at
MetLife.
I don't know why I thought it was LA because the
Tickets are fucking ridiculous already.
because I saw that the mayor got on the podium about the whole protest and shit and all that. And they're like, we got everyone forgot about FIFA. They're like, we got FIFA coming here in a year and it looks like a war zone out there. We need to do better on it. Then when that happened, and everybody's like, oh, FIFA's a year away. Are you excited? And as of right now, USA, Mexico, Canada, Japan, Iran, Argentina, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Jordan, Australia, Brazil, and Ecuador have all qualified for FIFA.
So what? I know Oracle Park is a host too.
35 more teams left to go. Actually, I'm gonna pull up
Oracle Park, SoFi. I want to say Gillette again in Chicago, and then they're not doing anything in MetLife until the final game.
Well, I'm only gonna pull up America because I can't pronounce fucking venues in Mexico, but in America, well, actually, only one stadium in Mexico. The one in Mexico City, Estadio Banorte, is hosting.
Oh, you knew that one right off bat.
Oh, Monterrey is hosting. Estadio BBVA is the name of their stadium. And Guadalajara, that's a city in Mexico. Their stadium is called Estadio Akron. Not Akron, Ohio, but Estadio Akron. In Canada, Toronto's BMO Field, where the Toronto Argonauts and Toronto's soccer team plays. Vancouver.
So it's played on the CFL field.
Yeah, Vancouver at BC Place, where the BC Lions play. And that's it. Like, no Montreal, no Calgary, no Edmonton, no Saskatoon. Just 2 cities in Canada, Vancouver and Toronto. Not even Montreal. But in America, baby, we dominate in this.
The greatest thing that happened to Canada was having Tate McRae.
Okay, how about this? I'm going to tell you the city. Y'all guess the stadium. New York, New Jersey. He already said it.
MetLife, yep.
They're only playing the championship game there, right? That's it.
Yeah. I thought it was at SoFi, but no, MetLife is hosting the championship. Dallas, Texas.
AT&T Stadium.
Is that the Jerry Dome?
Yep.
Jerry's World, AT&T Stadium, yep.
All right, Kansas City.
GHA and Arrowhead.
I still call it Arrowhead. I don't give a shit. Houston.
And
Are they playing
NRG Stadium.
Are they playing at Reliant?
Yeah, NRG Stadium, yeah. Atlanta.
Oh, Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah. So LA, SoFi. They wanted to do they were going to do the Coliseum, but then they changed it to SoFi. Philly.
Oracle Park didn't get one?
Hang on, there's more. Philly at
Lincoln Financial Field.
Yep. Miami at Hard Rock
Cafe Stadium or Hard Rock Stadium.
Foxborough.
Gillette.
Yep. Santa Clara.
Oh, Levi Stadium.
And Seattle.
Quest.
Lumen Field, however you say it.
Yep.
Quest Stadium.
So it's all NFL stadiums. 2 CFL.
So are they? Hold on. Are they getting rid of Are they going to all grass now in Lumens?
I thought that was turf.
Right. FIFA can only play on grass.
SoFi got turf too.
No, SoFi. I thought SoFi had the grass underneath, and it grows underneath, and then they can just bring it up, and they can roll up the tarp.
Hell, the fuck. I'm looking at NRG. I swore they had turf, but they might have that artificial grass.
I thought FIFA could only be played on the grass fields.
Yeah,
unless they do put grass fields for it, but
yeah.
No,
that's why. Go ahead.
That's where they're all at right now. That's where they're all scheduled. And they got 35 more spots to go, which you ain't heard their names yet, but watch. France will be there. Germany will be there. I'm trying to think of another country. Probably Scotland will be there.
There we go.
I'm trying to think of countries in Africa. Will probably be there. Russia will probably be there.
Ghana.
I'm trying to think of teams that played in it 4 years ago, but I can guarantee Italy will probably. Yeah. Argentina qualified already. Italy will probably be in it.
What about England?
The UK, England, they not as of right now. They didn't have none yet.
I didn't hear Norway. I didn't hear Norway either.
They've only done AFC, CONCACAF, CONMEBOL, and OFC as of right now. They hadn't even done Bundesliga, La Liga, the Premier League. They ain't done none of them fuckers yet. Spain will be in it. Spain will definitely be in it. That'll be another country in it. Italy will be in it. France, Portugal. Germany, Portugal.
I don't think you said Mexico.
Mexico qualified. CONCACAF is in it. They're the only three from CONCACAF that's in it. Switzerland will be in it. Belgium will probably be in it. Kyrgyzstan will probably be in it. Or like Borat says, them assholes, Uzbekistan qualified. Australia qualified. Jordan and Uzbekistan, this is their debut. Which that's the only time I'll get really fucking big on soccer if it's FIFA, CONCACAF, or the summer games. That's when I really and Champions League. If you watch European soccer,
it was the only soccer that gets me pumped.
I think we should talk about this championship game preview now.
But I love when countries battle each other in soccer. It's way better.
FIFA's the only one to watch.
That's the only time I'm gonna fucking root for France because USA can't win shit unless it's women's.
Although they got a lot of young talent that they had that were coming back from the 2022 team to include Christian Pulisic.
I only root for two other countries. I'll root for Argentina if Messi's playing, or I'm rooting for France because I'm French, or I'm rooting for Scotland because I'm Scottish. I don't give a shit about the Germans, even though I do love Harry Kane. But I don't give a shit for Spain, even though I am a big Barcelona fan. But when it's countries going at it, then I don't give two shits. But Viva la France, baby. Defending champs of the Champions League, PSG. They beat the fuck out of Milan, by the way. All right, so y'all want to hear some fucking huge attendance numbers that happened this past weekend?
Absolutely. Let's get that accomplished.
All right, so I'm gonna do the Panthers Stallions game first. Let me get my screen ready so I can see y'all's reaction. So for that Stallions and the Panthers, that's the USFL Championship game. All right,
yes,
so
sir.
I said a whopping 10,000. You said 28,000. Jamie said 11,000, and Jeremy said 18,000. For the USFL Championship game in Birmingham, the attendance was 10,928.
Not even close, Adam. Not even close.
No. Yeah. So I somehow won that one. And finally, the XFL Championship game between the Defenders and the Battlehawks, I said 30,000. Adam said 36,000. Jamie said 25,000. And Jeremy said 18,000. The attendance in the Dome, 27,589. So Jamie got that one.
Way to go. Way to go.
Woo!
Damn, I overbid.
That's going to make me want
to get an award that I didn't win, but I'm happy to take it.
That's like one of them awards. Like,
I got this. and that's all it is.
Yeah.
They didn't even put an average. They just put. Well, actually, he did put an average. I just deleted the post, but I mean, it don't make a shit. Like I'll usually say it, but he said that the average. He put two different things. He said the UFL average for the UFL average is 12,500. The XFL Conference Championship average was 17,294, and the other conference average with or without St. Louis was 11,000. That is fucking shit numbers. That should have been higher than that. And he put that as his average. Like, it don't make no fucking sense, Mike Mitchell, or whatever the fuck your name is.
Yeah.
I thought he would have had like 30,000 or something as or even 25,000 as an average.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy. All right. Final game. I don't want predictions yet because we're going to look into it a little bit, right?
Yeah. Too bad we don't have Jeremy here to give us some stats or some on the game or.
Well, I know Tarpley had 6 tackles, 5 solos, and an interception. I know that. I did look that up.
I didn't look none of it up because Houston. This wasn't Houston's game.
So, okay. I didn't look up any stats either. I just looked up that because I figured Jeremy would have been here. He's usually our guy.
Hang on. Who's gonna be? Hang on. Oh, the Panthers will be the home team for this game. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get that ready. Or whenever we predict
it's going to be just like the Super Bowl. I think they're going to switch every year who would be the home and away.
But are they going to have a halftime performance or anything like that?
Yeah, they are. And like I said, they're also going to announce some relocation and expansion.
That's what I'm waiting to find out. Is Houston still going to have a team or not? Or they're going to go back to the fucking Gamblers, which why do you even want to name your team the Gamblers when gambling's legal in your own state? You got to come to my state to gamble. Like they had a petition started. They want to stay as the Roughnecks, not go back to the Gamblers. And I'm waiting to see. They're talking about Seattle getting a team, and
not until 2027 though.
Atlanta might get a team again. They might add another team, and Vegas might get a team. Florida might get a team. San Diego might get a team. They were throwing up.
Oakland might get one. They said too. Yeah.
Poor fucking Oakland. They already lost everything.
Yeah.
You lost the majority of your teams to Vegas, and you lost the other one across the freaking bay. Which on my show, you
know, the one across the bay is gonna be Vegas. Wait, what do you mean? Which one did they? What team was across the bay?
The Warriors. They moved to San Francisco.
Yeah, I forgot. I always forget that.
The Raiders and the A's are the only two that left to go to Vegas.
But the A's are making a short. They're making a lay. They're doing their layover right now to Sacramento.
I know, but they don't want to be called. They're just called the Athletics. They're not even called Sacramento A's or still not the Vegas A's yet. I call them the parts unknown Athletics on my show when they play the Astros.
So if we went to this game, how much do you think tickets are for the UFL Championship?
$29.
I'm going on SeatGeek to find out.
Don't go. All right. Well, don't go on SeatGeek. You might pay a little more.
Yeah, because that's what I've been paying a lot on.
I gotta figure it out. You guys.
By the way,
you guys were actually thinking about going?
No, I'm just being curious. Now, as of right now, I just pulled this up for the fucking hell of it. As of right now, the cheapest ticket to UFC 318 in New Orleans is $367.
So you could sit in section 106, row double A.
What are you
$20,
on?
$20 a pop.
For SeatGeek?
No, on Twitter, on Ticketmaster.com.
Oh, well.
Right on Ticketmaster, section 106, row double A.
So on SeatGeek, you can sit in the nosebleed for $19. You can sit in a suite for $31, or you can sit in the lower bowl for $51 on SeatGeek. I'll sit in a fucking club if I would buy these tickets. I'd sit in a fucking club in St. Louis.
What section is the club, Mark?
I just randomly clicked on I clicked on 341, section 341.
I think we just got a porn bot on here. Damn shy, whatever this is.
Oh, I can't fix it. You're gonna have to delete it. But
yeah, it's this. If you're wondering,
on Twitter.
Well, I don't know if it's if I wanted to make a trip to Sacramento,
it's a troll bot. Let's call it that anyway.
If I wanted to go make a trip to Sacramento next week to watch the Astros, the cheapest ticket is $14.
Marcus, that's a suite? 341? You sure?
I look like a suite to me.
It looks like there's about what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like there's about 8 rows of seating.
I could sit on the first baseline at the Astros A's game in Sacramento for $15.
Are you flying?
Fuck yeah, I ain't driving. I gotta drive through LA and shit. No, I ain't doing none of that.
Why wouldn't you just fly in Sacramento?
You ever flown Southwest? That's some crazy shit. No, well, I want to keep looking at. Hold on. I was talking about wanting to go to Nashville for when they play Vanderbilt, and that's Vanderbilt's most expensive ticket this season. The cheapest ticket is $220.
What? LSU and Vanderbilt?
Yep, that's Vanderbilt's highest ticket this season. The LSU Clemson cheapest ticket is $273.
What?
LSU's playing in Alabama this year. Their cheapest ticket's $249, which that's understandable. At Ole Miss, $237. Wait, we're hosting South Carolina this year? Their cheapest ticket's $113 for South Carolina. A&M's $123. That's the one I want to go to is A&M. I like that. But Louisiana Tech and Southeastern at home, cheapest ticket $17 on SeatGeek. Western Kentucky's $20. I'll definitely be at that one. At Oklahoma, $95. That's fucking cheap for Oklahoma, but that's Choklahoma, and I'm holding the choke like Tyrese Halliburton. Which I gave up on the Thunder. I think the Pacers win it now.
Yep.
I think they win it in 6.
So, Jamie, since this is your team, have you broken it down yet to look at any matchups? Have you examined this game a little bit closer?
It's going to be a battle of two teams who are I feel like two different styles. But they both have MVP quarterbacks. On one hand, you have the defenders who like to air it out, and they just got a lot of fast athletes on the wide receivers, especially number 12, Chris Rowland. He's the speed guy you got to look out for. He can also get into the returns. And then you have Michigan, who was an MVP quarterback, but as you saw, they like to run the ball and tire the Stallions out. So I think the defenders can win this game if they just don't get behind too early and they stop Michigan's run game.
You think they can stop Tua?
It's possible. Blake Williams is like his father. He always has a great defensive game plan.
Oh, I got an update for y'all too.
Kick it.
Would you guys like to see the official numbers right now at Rocco's in Omaha for the Jello Shot Challenge?
For what?
You know that famous pizza place in Omaha, Rocco's, where they do the Jello Shot Challenge, where all 8 teams that make it to Omaha, it's a donation. Like you pay $5 for a Jello shot, you pick a team, it goes to them. LSU freaking shattered that record 2 years ago. LSU had made 68,000 Jello shots.
Jesus, we're getting drunk. Well, someone is. I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah, they have a Twitter. Go follow them at CWS Jello Shot Challenge. It's a thing they do every fucking year for the College World Series. All 8 teams, they make it. When their fans go to Rocco's and eat pizza and drink, you can buy a Jello shot for $5, and you pick a team to buy for, and proceeds go to some charity. Each school got a charity or something. For LSU, had over 68,000 Jello shots bought when they went in 23. But as of right now, Coastal Carolina's had 69, Arizona at 12, Louisville's at 151, UCLA's only at 4. Arkansas 90, LSU 140, Oregon State 24, and Murray State 173. Well, we ain't worried. They're not all there yet. By freaking Saturday, LSU already be in the thousands. So I can't believe you never heard of Rocco's in Omaha, the pizza place that does the Jello shots. Oh man, that's when LSU shattered that record, they made T-shirts with the board on the back, and their numbers was highlighted 68,888.
I didn't see the shirts, boss.
So just do the math. 68,888 times 5. That's how much money they made on just LSU alone.
Seems like good numbers. What's that about?
$344,444.
I was trying to guess that, Marcus. I was in the 300,000 range. I just didn't have the rest of it figured out that quick.
Well, I saw we. Don't kill me.
I hate to say it, I'm going Panthers. Sorry, James, I can't root for the snake pit, but I will be waiting to see a beer mid.
Okay, right. So here's a bio about it. Every proceeds from every shot sold goes to the food banks for all 8 teams in Omaha Metro Food Banks. So it is a charity event thing they do. And as of right now, LSU's at 140. Like I said, that the weekend, the series starts tomorrow. This is going to go on for 2 weeks. And LSU, I hope they break their record.
I imagine LSU gets good numbers out in Omaha.
But you got to understand, LSU fans are some of the biggest alcoholics in the planet. They're known for tailgating. They're known for partying. They are probably better than NASCAR fans.
What?
When college game day comes on Saturday, the fans are already there by fucking Thursday, ready for college game day. I've seen people tailgate. They said, I've been tailgating since Thursday night, and the game's not till Saturday. They'll go to sleep for a couple hours, wake up, and start drinking and doing whatever till it's game time. Like, I've seen people tailgate for days.
That's crazy. I gotta go to work.
Oh no, they'll take the days off. Like, I took the weekend.
I don't have money for that much. Well, I mean, I don't know. Imagine if you're in a group setting, it's a little bit easier to pitch in.
That's why it's better to bring an RV when you go tailgate like that. You just bring an RV. You don't just bring your truck and tents. Sleep in your fucking truck unless you want to be old school. I've seen tents pinched. I've seen all kind of shit. You probably don't see that for a Pitt game at least, huh? Or even Penn State.
I would say Penn State probably has a better chance at that than anyone else because there's only two ways in and out of that whole mess up there. So I imagine people get there at least Friday night, Friday morning, Thursday morning to get set up and stuff. I'm sure people get there that early.
Well, I don't even think Alabama tailgates like that. Outside of LSU, the only other schools I know that do crazy tailgating is Georgia and Ole Miss.
I'm pretty sure we can put Penn State in there.
Tennessee's wild too.
Tennessee got to go. I heard Tennessee's good at tailgating too, but not as good as LSU or Georgia. They say Florida State's good at tailgating. Texas is good at tailgating. Supposedly West Virginia is good too. That's what I've heard through the grapevine. West Virginia's got a good tailgating.
Dude, we used to be able to leave the game and come back in and go tailgate at halftime. Or West Virginia.
Well, when I was in West Virginia for the Louisiana Tech Marshall game, I did not see no tailgating really at all. We went into a freaking.
It's Marshall, not Morgantown.
But Huntington is a fun little place to go party. Like we went pre-gamed at some like sports bar, restaurant. They had good food, and I got shit. The only time I was drinking PBR because that's all they really had that was good in West Virginia. That in those bars,
good PBR shit.
They didn't have Bud Light. They didn't have Michelob, Coors Light. They didn't sell none of that shit up there. They had. You wanted the best light beer over there, you had to get a PBR. And I was drinking that shit like water.
That's not even a light beer. That's a problem.
I enjoyed it. I
mean, it's good. It's good, but it's not something I'm going to go out of my way and buy like a 30-pack.
I got so drunk.
Like we had like PBR is usually like the end of the night. Like, okay, we can drink shitty beer because we're already fucked up.
Well, it got to the point I had to slow down. I was trying to get me some, like at least a Marshall t-shirt and a hat to like wear to the game or even for collectibles because we had to wear green. And my dumbass almost bought an on-field game Randy Moss game jersey from Marshall. That was like over $200-something.
I've been sick though.
Oh yeah, and I think it was signed by him too. But they had one in a frame signed by him that was like very costable. But they got some women. They got some women at Marshall. They don't have a lot, but they got some decent women at Marshall.
Oh, excuse me.
That was the coldest college football game I've ever been to as well. It was in the middle of November. It was 19 degrees.
West Virginia women, they're hot, man. They're even in Morgantown.
I've never been to Morgantown, but that's a bucket list. I want to go to Pat McAfee's alma mater and go sing "Take Me Home."
Take me home. Yeah.
Or do the Sweet Caroline where then
if I do that, I would go to a Red Sox game, and I'm not a Red. I'd do Sweet Caroline at a Red Sox game, and I'm not even a Red Sox fan.
Or you could go to a Bills game, or you could go to a Michigan game, or a
That's what I want to do. I want to go to.
You could do Mr. Brightside at a Michigan game and the Big House, and say they with the Bills now in the fourth quarter they do Mr. Brightside.
I'm gonna have to listen to that because they had that as like one of the top like in-game chants, and I'm like, I never heard Mr. Brightside. I don't really pay attention to Michigan fans.
But I want to go to Virginia Tech for Enter Sandman.
Oh my God! Awesome. It's got to be a night game though. It has to be a night in Blacksburg. I wouldn't mind Rocky Top at Tennessee. Singing Rock Top, that's a good one. Jump Around for Wisconsin, that would be good too. Fuck Ohio State, they ain't got shit. I've been to Columbus and I've been in their stadium, but I'm not impressed.
Yeah, they do. We don't give a damn about the whole state of Michigan. They do that.
I was in College Station when they sang their fight song and then they were all swerving like this. That was pretty cool.
Swag surf, yeah.
LSU does a better swag surf, but you got to be there when LSU fans are either singing "Call 'em Baton Rouge" or they play neck, or they're hollering "Suck that tiger dick, bitch."
Eat shit, Pitt. Eat shit.
That shit started, I think, in 2012 or 13, Nick. They still do it. They don't play the real song no more, but they dub it over any other song the band plays. They can dub it over any song they want.
Oh, Marcus, what's the one where that narrator guy at the beginning goes, "It's nighttime in Baton Rouge." What's that?
It's Saturday Night in Death Valley.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see an all whiteout game at Penn State.
I mean, that was always the debatable argument. Who got the best night scenery? It's always a whiteout at Penn State or a Saturday Night in Death Valley. And we usually win that debatable argument. But I don't know. A whiteout looks pretty cool, but I'm just
talking about games I want to see. I mean, I'm not even debating anything. It's just something I want to see.
Well, I mean, they always have whiteout games, but I feel like a whiteout game at night is their better atmosphere. And then this year, I think it's against, is it Oregon they announced? Their whiteout night game this year, their only one whiteout night game is against Oregon.
Oh, no, did they already announce that?
Yeah, I know they announced College Game Day. Week 1, they're going to Ohio State for Corso's final pick because he started with Brutus, and I bet he ends it with Brutus. Plus, that's one of the biggest games outside of Clemson LSU. One of their biggest games is Texas and Ohio State, which I would love Texas to. I love Arch Manning to fucking beat Texas. I mean, beat Ohio State, but I feel like they're gonna make sure Ohio State wins week 1. I'm actually gonna bet on Ohio State, and if I lose, that'll be worth losing 5 or 10.
Yeah, but Texas A&M bought a lot of the roster with NIL, so it's gonna be interesting.
A&M ain't gonna be shit with their
not A&M, Texas.
Oh, UT.
Yeah, actually, Texas A&M could be all right. I mean, they got that young the quarterback coming back who's a sophomore this year.
Well, LSU has now been predicted to not only make the playoffs, they're either predicted to go 12-0 or at least 11-1. Their worst record they were predicted was 2 losses. They were Clemson is back and forth. There's so many people that think they'll beat Clemson or they might lose, but they all have them fucking losing to Alabama. Which I hope they fucking beat them. Like, they should be fucking beat Alabama this year. If we lose to another fucking Bama team without Nick Saban, I'm going to lose my shit. You know who ain't going to be as good this year? Colorado.
Colorado wasn't even that good last year.
Oh, but they were the most overrated team.
I'm gonna see. Colorado should be okay. I mean, that coaching staff is unreal still. I don't care what you say. That coaching staff is unreal still.
It's true. Dion
Marshall.
He got a transfer quarterback from Liberty, Caden Salter, and he also recruited the number 2 quarterback in the country to come to Colorado.
I mean, that coaching staff is what? Marshall Faulk, Mike Worthing, Prime Time. Eric Bieniemy back in Colorado now, from I heard or something.
He's a running backs coach with the Bears now.
At least I get to make more McNeese games this year, but the only one I'm more hyped for is they're playing UL again for the first time in like 7 years, and that's always
Josh.
Fun rivalry to watch. They'll probably lose that one, but UL and McNeese always sells out.
My son checking in very late tonight.
Raging.
Y'all
do y'all at least have a prediction to win the College World Series?
I said LSU for you, Marcus.
Me. We got to play Arkansas first, but it's double elimination till you get to the national championship. So if you lose 2 games, you're eliminated.
You already said, Adam, you gave away your prediction for the UFL Championship. You said Michigan was going to win it.
I did.
What about you, Marcus?
Well, hold on. Let me put that down for him, and let me get his. You said the Panthers or the Defenders?
Panthers.
All right, give me an attendance. It's in the dome now, so you can expect a lot of people.
I can't see it being more than 18,000. 18,000?
Okay, I'll put that. Well, Well, I'm not even gonna have to ask Jamie. I know who he's taking, and I already know who Jeremy's gonna take. So I already got y'all's down. Just give me your attendance, and then we'll just message Jeremy in one day and say, "Hey, give me your attendance for the
my attendance. I'll say 16,000.
All right. Of course, you're picking your defenders and you're saying that. Jeremy's obviously going to pick his Panthers, but I don't have an attendance from him. Hopefully, I'll get one from him soon. This is fucking hard to pick. I mean, they're both capable of winning,
right?
But
I just question. I think this defense is too good for the Panthers. I think Jordan Taylor is going to have a lot of problems this game.
We've seen it happen where one team takes down the defending champ and then they go blow it, or they'll still pull it off. Like, it's like, oh, Panthers took down the Stallions. They could win it, but then again, they could still blow it. We've seen it happen with teams before, but
I just think Panthers defense is going to win this game.
Well, how about this? Just to make it better. I'm picking the Panthers too. But let's say the defenders win, Jamie can out-top all of us if they pull it off.
Uh-huh.
He can point at all three of us and laugh instead.
Yep.
Y'all were against all odds. So I'm going with the Panthers, and I'm going to say the attendance is 25,000.
What was your attendance, Jam?
60,000.
Astros just won the series against the White Sox. They should have fucking swept them.
So real quick. So next week on Thursday, Skeens is scheduled to pitch. I'm just curious. Would you guys move Scooble or Skeens around to get that matchup in Detroit next week?
I would have Skeens on the mound and fucking ASAP.
I'm just saying, would you screw up your rotation to try and get that matchup, or would you just not do it?
No, I would keep it however it's supposed to be. Hell, y'all did beat us in a game.
I would too, but I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'd be all for it because it'd be like 1-0, 2-0. Really good game, 8 innings, strong pitching, both from them guys. If it could be Skeens and Scooble, but that'd be a hell of a matchup. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. You think we should wrap this up?
We can.
Okay.
I'll go first.
I close out.
What's that?
I'm the closer.
All right. I am at Sports Talking It on Twitter, boys. You can get me a Driving to the Top. Also, obviously we're on Hammer Time Pit and Men Boats tonight. Both Twitter handles are live. You can get us at Driving to the Top Productions as well. We'll hit that like, subscribe button, hit the notifications, and I'll pass this on to Haas.
Yep, because I'm always bringing the sauce. But my personal Twitter, I'm at BigHoss337. The show On The Go, you can find at onthego_TXLA. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Marcus On The Go. Follow Drive to the Tops on Twitter and YouTube as well, Facebook as well. But haven't made it yet, but coming soon, I'm going to additionalize my social media for On The Go. I'm going to be soon creating a Instagram account in the workings, but I'm having an Instagram page coming soon for On The Go to post episodes and maybe even clips, but you won't be able to watch them live on Instagram because after an hour they cut you off. But I've only had one episode that went over an hour, and that was my Gumbo Gator breakdown episode. But
we didn't know that, Marcus, the first time we went. That's why it popped up on the screen. And it's like, hey, Instagram's done after an hour, and I was like, well, got to figure that mess out.
Don't y'all still have Twitch? Because I was even tagging y'all Twitch page.
Yeah, we have Twitch from the night.
I think I tagged them the other day, and it didn't even tag it the last episode. I don't know what happened, but
Really?
really.
Really.
But I'm gonna probably drop another episode either Sunday or Monday. Will be my next one.
And we're getting somewhere. We're getting times down for the wrestling show.
Yep.
That's
Richard Haas is coming soon. And when football season starts, I'm officially going to have 1 day a week where I'm going to do my football predictions and everything. I'm either every Tuesday or every Wednesday I'm going to go live when football season starts.
I like it.
Where I'll just go once a week, Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I don't know.
My family and I were going to the Bills Saints game in week 4.
But I might switch it around. There'll be some weeks I might go live on Wednesday or mostly on Tuesdays. But yep, you'll see. When football season starts, it'll just be once a week. Unless if I have a guest, or something, then I might get you might get an additional interview episode.
Right.
Which I got a couple more interview episodes lined up.
Nice. We gotta try and get that one guy in, Mark.
Which one?
The Aryan guy?
Oh yeah. I want to bring in that boy back that was in Puerto Rico, that baseball one I did. What was his face? When I still had SAT sports. I enjoyed talking to him. I want to bring him back on.
Did you save him in your save him?
Let me go see on my let me go look on my YouTube page. Might be there.
But why don't we let Jamie close this out real quick? We can talk about this off screen.
Okay.
All right, so you guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1 at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also at Jamie Mully, the unbiased journalist, and DJ Dog Tags on X, theforkball.com, and stadiumrant.com, where I write about all sports. Don't forget to don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Driving the Top Productions. Don't forget to comment, ring the bell for notifications. You can also find me on Driving the Top Productions every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. where Joe Dalio and I co-host season 2 of our Subway Conversation chat for baseball, which is a Yankees-Mets one. You can check out our past episode that's already on YouTube. And you can also catch me every Wednesday night on Smoking Jeremy B's Huddle Sports Network, where every Wednesday he does an NFL roundtable, and then you can catch us here back on Driving the Top Productions on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m., where this was our last UFL show for this season, but for next year.
We're not doing a winner bracket?
Oh, no, we'll do a winner bracket, yeah.
Do one more show.
Yep. So next week will be our last show for the UFL season, but you can during that time you can catch us here on Thursday night, 9 o'clock p.m. for that, and so forth. So for more content on Driving the Top Productions or any other platforms we're on, please visit our YouTube page, Twitch stream, Facebook stream, actually wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next week for our last episode of the UFL recap on Driving to the Top Productions. Good night, everybody.